Welcome back to the Love Talk Show, and today we are discussing here how to get the right person.
Oh,
how to find the right person.
Today we are going to uncover the truth.
Yes.
And the mystery behind finding the right one.
But before that, let's see what news Rachel is bringing to us this week.
Thanks, Luke and Rafa. So today I'm going to talk about a new phenomenon hitting headlines called micro-cheating. Now, we might all be familiar with physical forms of cheating, but have you ever considered your partner might be cheating on you whilst lying right next to you? Micro-cheating is the term used to describe one partner engaging in behaviour that suggests they're single without actually being unfaithful in the traditional sense. And modern technology is making this easier than ever before. More often than not, micro-cheating involves the use of a smartphone and apps like Instagram and Facebook, where people can like photos of strangers or even exes that they find attractive. Words don't need to be exchanged, and instead sending flirty emojis are enough for someone to be labelled a micro-cheater. Partners need never even to have met in person, because the person they're cheating with could live on the other side of the country and they can still interact. This means that if they are caught, the cheater can then wriggle out of it more easily than if they'd met the person face to face. So it seems that this has sparked discussion on not just physical infidelity, but also the ways in which people are emotionally unfaithful. I'm interested to see what your take on this is, Luke and Rafa, so let's go back to the studio.
So micro-cheating, that's a new one.
I hadn't heard of it until some time ago.
Yeah. What about you guys? Have you ever heard of micro-cheating before?
No way.
You looked clueless.
Never.
You said you heard a little bit about it, right?
I've never heard it in that sense called micro-cheating, but being young, I know a lot of people who do micro-cheating. Probably they don't know the name for it, but they talk to people online, even though they're in a relationship. They give the cheeky emoji, the smirking emoji, liking certain people's pictures, knowing that, wait, I'm in a relationship.
So what do you think of that? Do you think that can be considered cheating? Or put him on the spot right there, you see?
To be blunt, yes it is, because why are you doing that? There's an intention on why you're doing that, and it's obvious that you're doing it to flirt, and it's not good. I wouldn't want my girl to do that to me, and I wouldn't do that to her personally. So yeah, I believe it is cheating. But some would say, oh no, you need to actually do the act for it to be cheating, but that's immature in my opinion.
Because what we know so far is that it's not single people who do that only. So people who are already in a relationship, who are married.
Yes.
You know, they can even use a fake identity, right? A fake profile and
Exactly.
I don't know, number, pass as someone else. You know, and is flirting with someone else, right?
Maria seems outraged there.
I am, indeed, because I mean, he mentioned something there.
So is this the first time you hear about it?
It's the first time. I mean, the name, micro-cheating, but he said something which I thought, he mentioned flirting. And for me, that's what I would call flirting. But now it has a completely different name that I've never actually heard. But, you know, this is something that, as you were saying, you know, it could also be dangerous because you don't know who you are doing this to. You don't know who you are, you know, sending messages or anything like that. Maybe the person that is doing it thinks that it's harmless. But I don't think something like this is harmless. I think it's quite dangerous.
Bertha, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think, you know, they've tried to put it in such a way that it seems innocent. But as you've all said, it's something really dangerous, and it's something that's causing a lot of breakages in marriages and divorce. That's what it sounds to me, because I've never heard of it, but obviously having heard what you've explained, it's, you know, it's a trap, you know, and it's not something to play
Even
around
though we
with.
haven't heard much about it, like some people, most people, but we know that this is common nowadays, right? The use of social media.
Yes.
WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, Instagram. So people have access to other people.
Exactly.
And somehow they become attracted to someone who they don't even know, just by looking at the picture, by looking at the photos that have been posted, or the comments that that person make, and it feels like somehow attracted. So I have my wife, but I'm feeling attracted to this woman here. Who is she?
It's a thrill, isn't it? They get
Exactly.
a thrill out of it. You know, I don't know, they start something, perhaps, as you said, innocently, but then because they're getting this thrill out of it, they continue to do it.
Yeah.
They continue.
Yeah, and I think some people are going in it innocently. They think, oh, let me just try it and see how this thing works. And before they know it, they're trapped into that, pit hole, that
Hook,
is
yeah,
causing
like-
so much problems.
When you say they're going into it innocently, what do you mean?
I wanted to ask that actually.
Yeah, what I mean by that is like, say for example, they're just saying, oh, let me just try, like children, say for example, they just
Out of
want
curiosity.
curiosity, that's the word, so they want to just see, oh, let me just see if this person, say for example, if they're going to respond. Do you understand?
Right.
If I send this
Listen.
message, or let me just see if they'll respond, but before they know it, they're hooked into that person, and then something comes out of it and then destroys their.
I'm going to ask a general question. Have you ever cheated on anyone in the past? Be honest.
I have.
Oh, wow.
Was it micro or macro? Was it a micro or macro cheating? Yeah?
I like the way she said that. Well, I have.
Yes. Well, to be honest, as I said, I'd never heard of this word before, but however they put it, I think it was a micro then, micro cheating. But yes, I did cheat before, where you just think, okay, it was common then, someone cheats on you, I'm gonna cheat on them, just perhaps get back at them, So it was in that sense, Of course, I was cheated on first, and I thought, okay, let me cheat on them as well, just to get back. Yeah.
Give the microphone to this young man back
Because
there.
he's been very
Joshua.
quiet there, hasn't he?
Joshua,
Hello,
how old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
19.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you have to say about the whole idea of cheating, Not only micro cheating, but
Any
cheating in
form of
general.
cheating,
Any
yeah.
form of cheating.
Actually, this is really interesting because I have a lot of friends that do this. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. In this weekend, actually, I met a friend in Brazil that how can I say, he have a girl, but he have a second account, an Instagram account. That's
Wow.
another name, and he look at all girls in
There you
Brazil.
go. You see?
Like her photos, comment, and also speak with her. With another picture, it's how can I say, it's his picture. The girls know that it's another account, but only to hide of her girlfriend. So this is really huge,
So you see, it's real.
It's a trend, it
Yes,
seems.
yeah.
But this is a problem with this micro cheating business, yeah? However you put it.
Is it a business already?
Well,
You're sowing
ideas.
seeds on someone's mind right now to open a business.
I think like this, being married myself, I would never accept him to be talking to some random woman
Right
online.
back at you.
And because I think that's what's attractive about micro cheating, because they don't consider it cheating. I'm not doing anything. I'm just talking to this person. So if I am caught, well, I'm not doing anything.
It's the same as a man looking at a woman.
That's right.
I have my wife here, and a woman walks
Micro
behind
cheating,
us.
there you go.
But then
I mean,
again,
I'm
why
just-
are you looking?
Exactly. So I'm just looking. Or a woman who's flirting with a man. I'm not sleeping with him. I'm not hugging or kissing him, but he's, winkling at me. So let me wink a little bit, and that's it. No harm done. But I mean, so the other person you never know. But what does that make you?
Yeah, that to me that is cheating.
No, I know, but the other person doesn't know that you're doing that. But what does that make you? A person who is doing that. You understand? So I may be doing that behind your back. So she might not know. But what does that make me? Right? That's what people don't think about it. So
I think when people do that, in reality, they're proving that they have a doubt within themselves in the relationship that they're in. Because the truth is, why would you look if you wasn't, content with what you have?
I totally agree with that. I
So,
do agree with that. Yeah.
Most of the time in the world that we live in, especially this fast-paced world where social media is constantly attacking us with the new best thing, the grass is greener on the other side, etc. So people have lost that kind of self-control to be content with what you have. Even when what you have has proven itself to be worthy, they're there looking on Instagram or Facebook and getting so lost in the, as they say nowadays, lost in the sauce,
Yeah.
you know, oh no, the grass is greener, that woman is beautiful, and then they start looking at their current partner and they be like, oh, but you don't do this and you don't do that. It becomes a massive vicious cycle that we live in nowadays.
But then even you yourself, you have to question. You have to question yourself. You know, okay, if you were content, fulfilled, like you said, why are you winking or even looking at another woman? So there's a problem with your relationship.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely.
Because back in the days, as you're saying, you cheated or perhaps you flirted. I mean, who never did that?
Yeah.
So, but that's how it used to be done, face to face, and you wink. But now it's via a tablet, a phone, a computer. So emojis sends out, they send out a message somehow.
Yeah, it's like this. For those of you who say, I am not cheating, I'm not micro-cheating or cheating at all, I'm just talking. If you need to delete it, you're cheating. Because if it's harmless, then let your partner see it. But if you have to delete it, if you have to hide it, if you have to keep your password from your spouse, then yeah, I would
And
consider
there will always
it
be someone who says, but everybody does. Everybody does it. So what is the harm?
Yeah, that's a common reply, isn't
Yes,
it?
Tell that to
Everybody
your
does it.
spouse.
Yeah.
I've heard this term called an open marriage. It's similar to that. They say, well, if everybody is doing it, if, say, for example, I just want to be open, you can look at whatever you want to look at, I'll look at whatever I want to look at. Some people are open to that, but, that is cheating.
But that is with the consent of both.
Yes.
Right? An open marriage. So I don't even know why they're married anyway, after all. First of all, shouldn't be an open marriage, should be an open relationship, that's all.
Yeah.
But that's with consent of both. So this micro-cheating or cheating in general is without the consent of the other. You're just having fun, or it's some people feel the need of being liked. They
But
want to draw attention, they want to have that, how can I put it, that moment of adrenaline, something
That
like
rush.
that. The rush, or someone is flirting with me and etc. So it's not only one, there are two or three or four.
But then again, as you were saying, I mean, for me, an open marriage is, like you said, a consent of both parties. But micro-cheating, however, is that there's a person that is micro-cheating, yeah? But there's the other person now who is on the receiving end, right? Now, he or she might have a partner. Now, that person might think, okay, it's harmless, I'm just kind of like doing this, technology and what have you. But then that person's partner finds out about it.
Yeah.
Imagine the mess. Imagine, it could even mean divorce, separation, imagine.
And not only that, for example, I may be a married man, and I am flirting with or cheating with a woman, and this woman is single. She thinks I'm single.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to tell her, hey, listen, I'm a married man, but just keep it here between us two. No, we're not going to do that. That's what most people do. Yeah. So I'm giving that woman a false hope.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, she's going to start asking more questions. I'm going to have to lie, give her the information she wants, but I'm lying.
Yeah.
I'm not being honest.
Yeah.
And can we meet and so on and so forth? There are people who do that. They come to the point of, they're arriving at the point of even meeting physically the other person. And later on, that person discovers that I am married. So I think that's also a big mess, because I gave that person hopes because she was thinking that I was single, when in fact I was in a relationship.
Recipe for disaster, recipe
Yeah.
for mess. And like we said in the last episode,
Love and mess do not match.
Do not match.
So we're going to call for a quick break right now, and after the break we're going to come back with the panel, because it's getting hotter, the topic
It
here
was
today.
just a warm-up.
Just a warm-up, okay? Don't go anywhere.